Hey, this is K-Rail, Chief Fitness Advisor for Pine Pollen Superfoods and Train for Longevity. And today we're going to be talking about 5 awesome kettlebell ab exercises. Now I know what you're thinking. Kettlebells alone work the abs every time you use kettlebells, and that is true, they do. But there are some exercises that I feel are exemplary in that aspect, and I'm going to demonstrate them for you today. So basically these are some of my favorites. The first one we're going to do is called a side dip press, and here's what it looks like. We're going to grab our kettlebell. We're going to start in a 3-point plank position, and we're going to rack it to our side here. So make sure your elbow is tucked in tight by your rib cage here on the side. Now you can either have your legs staggered, or you can stack them like this. If you stack them, it's going to be more challenging, and if you have them like this, it's going to be a little easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower ourselves down like this, then we're going to lift up, and then we're going to press the kettlebell as we come up. Then we're going to lower it down, lower our hips, push your hips up. Lower it, press. Lower it, press. And make sure your elbow gets tucked in by your hip right here every single time. So you don't want to come down to like right here and hold it here. You want to tuck it right in and then press right back up as you lift your hips up off the ground. So that right there is called the side dip press. Okay, our next exercise is called a pullover deck squat. Not death, deck. Although I've had some clients do this exercise and they called it a death squat because it is very challenging. Now with the word squat in it, obviously you're going to be doing a full body drill here, but the amount of tension you get on your abs is off the charts, and that's why I love to incorporate this into an ab program. So it's a good holistic full body exercise, but it puts a specific emphasis on your abs. And here's what it looks like. I'll do a side angle. So we're going to drop down, grab our kettlebell. So you can hold it by the body of the kettlebell like this, or you can hold it by the horns. It's up to you, whatever's most comfortable. So what we're going to do is bring our feet together. We're going to lower ourselves into a deep squat, and we're going to roll onto our back and extend our arms and legs up in the air into a hollow body position. Then we're going to bring the kettlebell forward using momentum, bring it across our knees, and stand right back up again. Okay? So here's what it looks like. Arms back, legs out, forward, and you want to try to keep your kettlebell as close to your chin as you can when you come forward. Extend out. Notice my head is up off the ground, hollow body position. That was a junky one. There we go. So notice you have to do a little bit of a snap with your kettlebell coming forward to get the momentum to come up right there. So that right there is called a pullover deck squat. Okay, our third exercise in this series is possibly my favorite exercise in the whole wide world. Arguably one of my favorite kettlebell exercises. This is called a windmill, and here's what it looks like. We're gonna grab our kettlebell, rack it, then we're gonna press it straight up above our head. Now I wanna make sure that our arm stays in line with our ear or slightly behind it. And we're gonna take both of our toes and we're gonna windshield wiper them this way, about 45 degrees. So you wanna form a straight line from your hand all the way down to this heel, and you want to push your hips that way as if you're pressing your leg against the wall. And you want this leg to stay solid as a rock and straight the whole time, and this knee can slightly bend. You're going to take this hand, place it on the inside of your thigh, use it as a guide. Now we're going to push our hips this way, look up at our kettlebell, slowly lower ourselves down as far as we can. If you can touch the ground, that's great. If you can only stop here, that's great. And then we're going to come all the way back up and repeat. So we're going to come down, come all the way up, until your shoulders are square to the ground. Come all the way down as far as you can, all the way back up. So when you're doing windmills, only go as far as you can. If your shoulder starts coming forward, you've gone too far. That means you don't have the flexibility to go all the way to the ground. I can, because I'm doing these for a while. So I'm able to do that. Only go as far as you can go. And when you come up, don't stop here. Make sure you stop in a fully locked position so your shoulders are square to the ground at all times. Okay? That's exercise number 3, and it's called a windmill. Alrighty, we're up to exercise number 4, and this is called a tabletop Lsit press. So here's what it looks like. We're gonna grab our kettlebell, bring it up into a rack position like this, place our feet on the ground. Now, kettlebell's in my right hand. I'm gonna lift my left leg and I'm gonna tuck my knee in. What I'm gonna do is extend my left leg out as I do a press. And I'm gonna hold an Lsit position. Then I'm gonna tuck it in and extend back out. So pay attention what's happening here. Knee and elbow comes in, knee and elbow go out. Just like that. I'll switch sides. Kettlebell's in the left hand. Right knee comes in. Press and extend your leg out. Tuck it in, extend out. Tuck it in, extend out. And then bring it back to the ground. So that right there is exercise number 4, and that is a tabletop Lsit press. Okay, we're up to our 5th and final exercise in this kettlebell ab series. This is called a chest press alternating V-up, and it takes a little bit of hip flexibility, so if your hips are tight, you might have to just wing it a little bit. We're going to start this one on the ground. We're going to remain on the ground throughout the duration of the whole exercise. So here's what it looks like. We're going to lie on our back. We're going to grab the kettlebell and pull it into a rack position. Bring your feet together. Now you want to be in a crunch to start out, so your head is up and your abs are already tight. We're going to place our other arm on the ground. Keep your arm in tight right here. And we're going to do a chest press as we raise our right leg in the air. So here's what it looks like. Right leg goes up. Now left leg. Now both legs. And then repeat. Right leg. Left leg. Both legs. Okay, now let's roll the kettlebell to the other side of our body so we have a little different perspective from the left. Arm out to the side, crunch position. Press, left leg. Right leg. Both legs. Left. Right. Both. And then park your kettlebell, and there you have it. So, that right there are 5 fun, key, awesome, amazing, gorgeous, sexy ab exercises you can do with the kettlebell. They're some of my favorites, and I invite you to all do the same thing and give them a spin. This is Kay Rail, Chief Fitness Advisor for Pine Pong Superfoods and Train for Longevity. Please like and share our videos, and make sure to subscribe to our page. Until next time.